Good day everybody, good day. So today's video is about cravings. It should be a helpful video if you have recently stopped smoking or if you are considering becoming a non-smoker. So there are two types of cravings, physical and mental. In order to become a happy, permanent non-smoker, it's important that we have tools to overcome the physical and the mental cravings. So the physical cravings are actually brought on by the withdrawal of nicotine. So when you smoke a cigarette, it fills your body up with nicotine, and as that nicotine leaves the body, it creates this insecure feeling inside, which can only be relieved by another cigarette. The great thing about withdrawing from nicotine, though, is that it's not kind of like other crazy drugs like heroin, you know, where people want to scratch their eyeballs out and they'll do anything to get more of that drug because the physical withdrawal is so bad. Nicotine is not the same. Withdrawing from nicotine is kind of feels like an empty feeling. It kind of feels like hunger, but smokers just know that feeling as I want a cigarette. So what we want to do during the 3-week process that nicotine is completely leaving our bodies, every time we get the feeling of I want a cigarette, we need to translate that thought to that is the nicotine monster dying. I am now a happy non-smoker. And the nicotine monster will lie to you and will tell you and whisper things, I want a cigarette, give me a cigarette. And you've only ever known that feeling as I want a cigarette. But what you really want to do is translate that thought and that feeling and realize that's not a feeling of I want a cigarette. That is the feeling of nicotine leaving my body. That is the feeling of the nicotine monster dying. And in my Skype sessions that when I help people stop smoking, this is something that I put really clear at the front of their mind so that when they get any nicotine withdrawal, the first thing they think is, oh my God, I'm a non-smoker, I'm free. And then they can actually enjoy the process of withdrawing from nicotine. Now, the reason that so many ex-smokers, some of them, a lot of them in fact actually, continue to pine and crave for cigarettes after that 3-week process is because they still have mental cravings, because they still believe that there are some benefits, to smoking. And what we really need to do is change these people's image to that of a non-smoker. So what we want to do is change their image to that of a non-smoker, because non-smokers would never smoke a cigarette. Non-smokers think cigarettes are disgusting. Non-smokers think cigarettes are foul. Non-smokers think cigarette smokers are mugs. So what we want to try and do is change that self-image from smoker into a non-smoker, and we can do that through hypnosis. Really powerful doing it that way. But another way that people can do it on their own is literally just going through all the benefits that you think there are of smoking and really look at them, really examine them properly. And I promise you, yeah, there are no benefits of smoking. I used to think there were loads of benefits of smoking. That's why I did it for so bloody long. But when I really looked at them, and I really looked at all my reasons for smoking, and they were really examined with a clear mind, it all came down to either nicotine addiction or literally nicotine addiction. So this is what we want to do. We want to have tools to manage physical cravings. We want to have tools to manage the mental cravings. And this video should include them both. This video includes them both for you. Please do let me know how you get on. If you're one of those smokers that seems to think that there are some benefits to smoking, please do drop those benefits in the comments or send me a private message if you're embarrassed, and I will help and explain to you why though they aren't really benefits, how that is you being tricked or conned by nicotine to keep you trapped in its evil snare for your life. We don't want ex-smokers to be craving and pining cigarettes for the rest of their lives, you know, being in smoking situations, thinking, oh, I wish I could have a fag. Like, that is a really, really, really sad existence. That's why I help people become happy non-smokers, so that they can hang out with smokers and just be like, poor you, mate. Oh, I used to do that. You should go see Adam, he'll sort you out. So, hope this was helpful. Have a lovely, lovely day, everybody.